have an issue.
Yes. It is speaking. If you speak,
Yes. So it has been clarified that what has been going on has been a preliminary hearing.
it has been closed.
So I think, hear me out with this. Hear me out. Really.
We had a conversation with the Uganda Law Society over this matter, and we agreed that we do petition Uganda Law Society, and I'm glad that the Executive Council of Uganda Law Society agreed to be with us here to receive the petition in this regard. I spoke to the President of Uganda Law Society, His Excellency Isaac Tumasese Makadero, and he agreed to send a representative of Uganda Law Society, who is none other than the Secretary General, Mr. Babu. He will tell you the second one. And he is here, he will give you his full particulars. The Secretary General, on behalf of the Executive Council of Uganda Law Society, and on behalf of the entire institution, first of all to receive the petition, and then you'll give him some sort, some remarks in that regard. Mine is to present the petition, and here is the petition in this file to the Uganda Law Society. So I'll just read out briefly. It's a smaller document. The details are there. To the President, Uganda Law Society, criminal session case number 335 of 2025, Uganda versus Retired Dr. KIZZA Besigye and two others. We advocates for retired Dr. KIZZA and Obeid Lutale, on whose instructions we address you as here under. We trust that you take cognizance of all issues involved in the above mentioned case, being a matter of public interest, of great public interest. Ever since the accused persons were kidnapped from Nairobi on the 16th of November 2024 and reissued into Uganda without following the extradition processes, international law and immigration protocols, they have been subjected to egregious and horrendous human rights violations. After the illegal transfer to Uganda, they were confined in an ungazetted military facility and maliciously arraigned before the General Court Martial at Machingi with a litany of charges of terrorism and possession of firearms and ammunition. Following the Supreme Court decision in the famous Kabasburuka case on trial of civilians before the General Court Martial, the charges against our clients were informally dropped, and fresh counts of treason and misprision of treason were preferred before civilian courts during the month of February 2025. Since then, we have been embroiled in a protracted battle for a fair trial at the Criminal Division of the High Court of Uganda at Kampala before Justice Baguma. Our clients, who have been on remand for over 570 days, have been denied bail on 4 occasions, including mandatory bail. When the matter came up for preliminary hearing on the 8th day of June 2026, we raised 8 pertinent issues that needed to be thrashed out under Section 67(1) of the Trial Indictment Act for purposes of laying a foundation for fair trial, but the accused persons were left disillusioned by the conduct of the judge, who glossed over these fundamental issues and directed that the trial should commence on the 11th day of June 2026, that is tomorrow. The judge decided to immediately appoint the assessors without any scrutiny. He made vague orders on issues of facilities needed by the accused persons under Article 23 of the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda, and refused to fix an application for enforcement of rights against General Muhoozi Kainerugaba and General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, Kanwai Bisiwe and Peter, and Lieutenant Kano Yaruhanga, filed miscellaneous application number 227 of 2026, as well as the fifth bail application. He further ignored the command enshrined in Section 8 of the Human Rights Enforcement Act, Cap 12, to stay the trial pending determination of the aforesaid applications. It's against this background that the accused persons seek your intervention as the vanguards of the rule of law under the Uganda Law Society Act to ensure that due process is accorded the sanctity it deserves. Most obliged. Signed for Quadra Company Advocates, myself. So, as lawyers for Dr. KIZZA Besigye, we have petitioned the Uganda Law Society formally to intervene in this matter to ensure that due process is accorded the sanctity it deserves. To guarantee fair trial. Because as I indicated in this document, since Dr. Besigye was in mission from Nairobi, together with Obeid, Lutale, November 2024, we are battling for fair trial, fair hearing. The hearing has not commenced. It's coming to 2 years, but we are still fighting for fair trial, for justice to be done. Now, Justice Baguma is getting all the rules of procedure, gets on matters of the Constitution, gets on logic to order that we should have marathon trial, back-to-back trial without addressing issues of fundamental rights. We have said no, and that's why we are knocking at every door. Deputy President and the team here have already told you the steps being taken. In addition to that, now we have knocked at the door of Uganda Law Society. I'm glad they have opened, wide open. They have opened widely the doors for us, and here we are. And on that note, permit me to hand over this, to invite him and hand over the petition. Ngabo nchiko ngabwajja njagala okubategeeza nti nga bagamba gwadde ne ligambibwako nannyini lyo Justice Baguma naye atwalibwa amateeka. Bannyini oba bakastodian ab'amateeka mu Uganda wano abagakuuma buterebi abalwanyirizi ba rule of law number 1 mu Uganda abaweebwa obuyinza obwo mu Uganda mu mateeka Uganda Law Society. Erimu bamemba bajja bababuulira en executive council. So twayogedde ne president kati ali mu ekizairo mukulu ow'ekitiibwa Ssemakadde Isaac Kimaze era n'atukakasa tajja kuweereza omubaka wano okujja okurisiivinga petition yenu. Era nga tubasaba nti manyi kye bagamba obususse obw'omulamuzi embeera egayegaye ebisusse obw'omulamuzi. Baguma afuuse ekyambika, Baguma atufuukidde ekizibu, Baguma atufuukidde ekyambika, Baguma tulina okufaafaagana naye. So Uganda Law Society nga bwengambye eggwadde ne ligambibwako ennyini lyo mwebagyene Baguma tuyambe. Baguma ayagala kutwala Dr. Besigye kalaba era kyaliko kati akaseera kano tali kuwozesa Dr. Besigye, ali kupalapalanya kumenyaamenya amateeka gano nagali alabike nti atuukiriza ekiragiro kya Yoweri Kaguta Museveni ne mutabani we Muhoozi okutwala Dr. Besigye kalaba. So obulamu bwa Dr. Besigye tugamba tebuyinza kugenda bwe butyo natulaba. So ensonga eno tugambe nti buli lujja lwonna tugenda tunookenga. Tuli basanyufu ku Uganda Law Society ekuddewo ensi. Era on that note, permit me to hand over this petition officially for and as one of the leaders of the team, the legal team, officially I hereby hand over this petition to the Secretary General of Uganda Law Society. And we are seeking their intervention in this matter. Ngawe bagambe Martha Karua yatuuse dda ne balooya bali ku kkubo bagenda Lusira kati munzikirize nange nzikirire Lusira. Omukama mulungi.
Really, I think if it has, I think Mr. Museveni should stop being shy and reenact trial at detention without trial. So that we know, instead of harassing the courts to do what you are doing, which is really awful.